Imagine coming across a colony of coral so big it looked like a rolling meadow. So big it's thought it could be one of the largest colonies ever documented on the Great Barrier Reef. That's exactly what happened for some citizen scientists who were involved in what's known as the Great Reef Census, which is a world-first citizen science effort to survey the Great Barrier Reef. It looks like something out of a movie. Jan Pope and her daughter Sophie Kalkowski-Pope are the citizen scientists who discovered this coral colony, and they join us now from Cairns. Jan and Sophie, welcome and congratulations. Describe for us what it was like the moment that you came across this spot.
Yeah, thanks for having us, Joe. Do you want to start us off?
It was an absolutely incredible experience to discover this coral. I'd never seen anything like this anywhere in the world, and the scale of it we only really discovered on subsequent dives when we came out to document it in full.
Yeah, and so when you were down there initially, did you start over at a mound and then look over the mound, and then it just went on and on and on?
Yeah. It just keeps on going. I think when Mum had told me, got to come out and see this place, and I hopped in the water, and I think as soon as I hopped in and just saw it stretching as far as that I could see, I really understood the significance of what we had discovered. And you just keep swimming and swimming, and there's this massive, beautiful dome in the middle. It's a magnificent place and such a biodiverse, thriving ecosystem.
Yeah. And so what can you tell us about this particular type of coral?
Yeah, absolutely. So the species is Pavona clavis, and it is a species that is known to form these huge super colonies. So there have been other discoveries on a similar scale, not on a similar scale, but of the same species on a lesser scale. We were chatting with Professor Pete Mumby from the University of Queensland, and he was saying a colony of this size could even be over 1,000 years old, which is pretty incredible.
Wow. And so more work needs to be done to determine if it's just one colony. Is there a chance that this huge area formed from just one polyp?
It is possible. Look, there are various hypotheses. Is this an aggregation that has merged into one kind of super colony, or has this been here for a really long time and kept expanding and expanding outwards? We would thoroughly welcome the opportunity to do some follow-up genetic testing. We did look into it. It's a very costly and intensive process, and we would love to partner with another research organization that would be interested in exploring this further with us.
Yeah. And so this was part of a census. What can you tell us about this census?
Well, it's citizens of the Barrier Reef, and they engage all sorts of people to go out and survey the reef on a very large scale. So I was doing this privately from my own boat initially to assist with the census, and
yeah, it's very special to be able to take part in this as a family, and anyone can be involved on the Great Barrier Reef. And this is now a project that's spreading to other parts of the world and being adapted. So we have pilots coming up in the Coral Triangle, in the Red Sea. And I think the thing, that's amazing about working with a team like that I'm in here at Citizens of the Reef is that we've found that when we combine people power in the water with cutting edge AI and thousands upon thousands of virtual volunteers helping analyze these images online, we can document things like coral cover on a scale that isn't possible before. And that's really what reef conservation needs at the moment with some of the big that this ecosystem's facing.
And so how's AI being incorporated into it?
Yeah, so we've worked with some amazing developers for the AI that's used in the online analysis platform. So virtual volunteers from all over the world can hop online starting in April. We're launching our analysis campaign for the Great Reef Census number 6. And people help us analyze these images. They're analyzed 4 times. The same image is analyzed 4 times by an individual person, and then that's all compiled to get really high level of accuracy. Fantastic paper by Chris Lawson from UQ. We documented we were able to get up to 98% accuracy by combining the citizen science analysis with AI. When we compare that to an expert analyzing those images, they're actually really comparable, which is incredible that, you know, we're able to use the technology in this way.
And this is all volunteer work?
That's correct, yeah. So we run hours of powers in schools, corporate organizations. People can donate their time instead of scrolling on their phones and other things. You can analyze an image and help protect your reef.
And Jan, what's this like to be able to do this with your daughter and witness something as magic as this with your daughter?
Oh, it's an absolutely extraordinary experience to find something of such scale. I've always been interested in the marine environment for many years, and I'm very glad that I can share this passion for the ocean with my daughter. And we were very, very fortunate in this project to get the support of Queensland University of Technology, who brought up operators with drones to map this structure quite comprehensively. So that is, we have very good maps of the whole coral colony.
Yeah, we had a great team supporting us in this. So Citizens of the Reef, Biopixel Oceans Foundation, QUT Centre for Robotics, and these amazing drone boats that buzz around on the surface and construct what's called a photogrammetry model, which is a very comprehensive, very detailed model of the entire coral structure. So that's how we were able to get these really accurate measurements. But of course, on the day, we went out there and we also did some manual measurements with a good old measuring tape. We had this fantastic moment, because obviously it takes a few weeks to process the images. There's so much involved. We had this fantastic moment where we were under the water, and I looked at my dive buddy and I was writing on, doing the math, 20 meters plus 30 meters plus 20, and over 100 meters. And we were the first people in the world to know the significance of what we discovered.
You've even given me goosebumps. Jan and Sophie, a phenomenal mum and daughter team. And yeah, I'm so happy for you that you've been able to witness this together and work on this together. And thanks so much for sharing your story with us.
We really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
Cheers.